Today I'm going to show you how to make automation rules in Jira. So you're going to go into any project that you would like to create this automation rule in. And right at the top on the right hand side, you will see a little lightning bolt logo. That's your automations. You're going to open this up. Here you can go and create automations. You can also manage them right over here. So let's go and create one. Now right in over here, you will see this is where all of your automation rules are actually stored. Okay, and if you've ever created an automation, it's pretty much the same in every software. The interface is just slightly different. So this is how it works. There are 3 steps. We have a trigger, and this will initiate the rule or the process or the workflow or the automation. And then we have conditions for that trigger, and then we have what we will call the result. So when you do one thing, another thing will occur. So let's add a trigger over here. So if you click on this section, it will offer you a few different triggers. So let's say our trigger when a work item is created. Now we can add a condition over here. So the rule will run when a work item is created. You can add different types of conditions. So you can look through here and you can see that maybe the work items fields condition, let's say the work item has a design linked to it. Whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and you can actually select from a condition type. You can also add multiple conditions. Let's go and click on next. Now this is what happens when your trigger is fired. There will then be an action. We're going to click on this one over here. What will happen when a work item is created? So here you need to go through and look at what exactly it is that you would like to do here. So let's say, for example, we're going to create a sprint. Go ahead, click on this, choose the board that you would like that sprint to be in. I'm going to put it in my Scrum board. Give the sprint a name. So let's just give it that name. Give it a start date. Okay, so if you click in over here, you can give it a date, or you can click on pick date. Okay, and definitely not 1983. We can also add a time in there, and then you can also use smart values, which is what this looks like. And then we've got an end date as well. And then we've got a sprint goal. Now, everything with the red asterisk next to it is a required field, but everything that has not is not required. And there you go. So this is basically what's going to happen. So when a work item is created, a sprint will be created in this board over here thereafter. You can add additional components. You can have this run on literally forever. And then you can also add additional components. Okay, so you can see over here, there are these 3 additional components. Now, what you can do then is go over here. You can save the rule without enabling it. So let's say you want to make sure that it's only enabled at a later date. You can also validate the rule, and then you can simply just click on turn on rule, give your rule a name. So let's just say rule 1. And who can edit this rule? We can choose different permissions there. Click on turn on rule. We now have a rule. That means every time a work item is created, then a sprint will be created in the Scrum board. It's been created. Let's go back out here. And let's go into a work item. So let's say create work type needs to be work. So let's go work item needs to be epic feature task, whatever it is. And we can just go through here. Let's just give a summary and let's go through and let's add in all the other details. And we are now going to say create. Now, this should take a few seconds just to have that rule actually triggered. So you can see over here, this task is being created. I'm going to go to this Scrum board over here, and you'll be able to go into the backlog. You'll see this ticket has now been created or will be created into a sprint within the next few seconds. Lastly, if you do want to use a template, go into your automations again on the right-hand side and look for the Explore templates. Here, basically, you'll be able to see ready-made templates that you can literally click on and just customize according to your specific needs. So here it says create work items in another space. So once you create it in one space, it'll be duplicated into another space. And you can see that there are a bunch more. Literally, whatever you click on, you can see that it'll give you the entire workflow. This is now a rule which you can edit and change if you go ahead and click on any one of these items and then click on turn on rule.